Shalom and welcome to Just the Word Prophecy, Chazak Eliyahu. And here is another video that we have from our family here. Just the Word Prophecy is the prophetic channel of Just the Word, where we feature revelations that have been given to members of the Just the Word family. And we realized that our people have been given dreams about the end time that can truly edify the people in this world, that can confirm, correct, and warn people of what is to come on this earth. All right, so today I am here with Sister Hadassah, and she will give what has been laid on her heart. Go ahead.
Shalom. This dream is, I've called it Robes of Honor. And it was given to me 2025, meaning this year, not long, I think a month ago. In this dream, I was working in a factory, and the work there was very, very hard. It was not an easy one. It was very, very hard, to the point I was crying. As I was crying, okay, firstly, I saw my grandfather, my father's father. He came through and he said to me, he was trying to, console me and to encourage me. And, okay, fine, he played his part. And then the next person that I saw, it was my father, who pointed, because of my tears, I was crying very, very heavy, and my garment was like soiled or damp here in the front, and my father was pointing at that your garment is soiled. And then I started to complain to him about the work there, that I'm working very hard and this and this and this and that. And I don't get accolades, I don't get this and this and this. And then my father said, I must always pray for the renewal of mind, I must align my will with the will of Allah, and I must pray for my emotions.
All right, hold on. Give me the three of them, please.
Okay.
You must pray for
renewal of mind.
Renewal of mind. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And alignment of my will.
Alignment of your will.
Yeah, it must be aligned with Allah's.
Mm-hmm.
And my emotions.
3, your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's it?
Yeah, the 3 of them.
Okay.
No, it's not the end of the
okay, I thought it was finished. Just so I said that's it. All right, sorry about that. Continue.
Okay. So, okay, fine. After speaking to my father, and then there was a man who came through, and he told me that I mustn't soil my... He was also worried about my garment being soiled. And he said to me, these garments, Nontlantla, I used my old name. He said that these garments are very few. I don't have many of them. They are very few. So don't soil your garment. Because if you soil this garment, it will have spots. He said exactly that it will have spots all over, and I don't want any garment with spots. Your garments must be spotless. Then I complained. Okay, fine. I carried on. With my complaints to him also, that here, that's why my garment is like this. It's because of I was crying, and I'm not happy and things like that. And then he said to me, so to some of the things that I've mentioned to him, I started with my life. That okay, fine. I lost my first child, and I divorced and things like that. And then he said to me, I've permitted that. Okay, fine. I carried on with the problems, of the factory, that this is happening. Then he said to me, it happened even to me. If you are following me, these things are supposed to happen to you. So always keep, the main message here is to keep the garment clean. He wasn't worried about my problems and everything. He was worried about my garment, which is getting spoiled or spotted. Yeah, so, and then like I said, he insisted on two things: that I should make my garment not dirty, and I should conquer. He carried on that you carry on. You must conquer. You must conquer. You must conquer. Then I woke up. Then it's the end of the dream.
Wow. Man, this is a powerful one here. My people. Wow, you could do a Sabbath teaching on this one. But I'll try to make it as brief as possible. Let me go back to what she said. So, robes of honor. Robes of honor. Let me go to the Bible for the robes of honor. Revelation chapter 6, verse 9. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Allah and for the testimony which they held. So, in order to have our garments not soiled, we have to be prepared even to die. So while she was in the factory, she was complaining about the hard work. And she said something significant, that he was not so concerned. He was not concerned about the problems that she was having. What he was concerned about is the garment. Why? Because it is the end game that is important. It is how we end up that is important. It is not where we are now, because problems are given to us to get us to the end game. So he's ignoring the problem. Deal with the problems. Deal with the problems. Watch your garments. So we have to be faithful even unto death. Verse 10 of Revelation 6. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Yahuwah, Kadosh and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? And white robes were given unto every one of them. And it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were, should be fulfilled. So there are some people who are just to be killed, to be perfected. We have to be prepared to do this. And Hamashiach said it in a scripture. He said, be faithful unto death. And that is the assembly of Smyrna. Hey, only Etikan and I would know what we're laughing about. That is the assembly of Smyrna. In Revelation chapter 7, speaking about the 144,000. Verse 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations, and kindreds, and people, and tongues, stood before the throne, and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes, and palms in their hands. Yeah? So this was after the 144,000. No, this was not the 144,000. After the 144,000, clothed in robes. Okay? Now, another revelation of, let's go to verse 13. Let's go to verse 13. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, What are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they? And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, These are they which came out of great tribulation. No, sir. Of great tribulation, and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. You see everything now? Everything fits in place now.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, let me continue. Remember this for me, please. Remember this. All right? So this is the white robes. Now, she was saying that he was saying, do not soil your garments. Do not soil your garments. That brings us to Revelation chapter 3. Revelation 3. We want Sardis. Let's see, Sardis. Revelation chapter 3. Man, it was right before my eyes. Verse 1. Revelation 3 verse 1. Verse 4. Thou hast a few names even in Sardis which have not defiled their garments. She was crying and defiling her garments. And why was she crying? Because of how hard, difficult the journey actually was. How difficult the job actually is. You're working hard, you're under pressure, nobody's even telling you thanks. And so she got perturbed. And she was defiling her garments. Now, why did the tears defile her garments? Because the tears is of grief. Grief, not of cheerfulness. And in Shabbat's teaching, we did that when you take whatever is come upon you cheerfully, that is acceptable unto the Messiah and unto Yahuwah. So whatever she's going through as the pressures, she should take it joyfully or gleefully. And by dropping the tears were the result of her griefs, was defiling her garments. Thou hast a few names even in Sardis which have not defiled their garments, and they shall walk with me in white, for they are worthy. And that is why he said to her the different things to make her worthy, the one that he was concentrating on: don't defile your garments. No matter what you're going through, do not defile your garments. So, she was crying because of the hard labor. Because we know that this work here is not easy. This walk is not easy. She said her grandfather came to encourage her. Then her father came because of her tears. She said, your garment is soiled because of the tears, all right? Then he said she must pray for, what is it, to pray for it?
For
Renewal of mind?
Renewal of mind.
Pray?
For renewal of mind.
Oh, I wasn't.
Okay.
What did it say? To pray for renewal of mind or to?
To pray.
To pray for renewal of mind.
And to pray for the alignment of my will with the will of Allah.
And for your emotions.
And my emotions.
No, these are three different things that are very important to us. Shaul actually spoke in Romans 12, starting verse 1. And this is coming out of her dream. It is plain as day as what she said she was going through. And it says, I beseech you that, Romans 12 verse 1, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Allah, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice. The work was getting to her. She had to present it a living sacrifice, to be kadosh and acceptable unto Allah, which is your reasonable service. And then it says renewal of the mind she has to pray for. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. That, and here's what the renewal of the mind is, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Allah. Now, if your mind is not renewed, you cannot know Yahuwah's will. Because you are going to go according to the workings of the world. Your mind is going to be programmed according to the workings of the world. So with your mind being programmed according to the workings of the world, you cannot go according to the way of Yahuwah. There's no two ways about it. Because love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. If you are conformed to this world, you cannot be conformed to the way and the will of Yahuwah. Okay? So when you are transformed by the renewing of your mind, then, only then, you are going to be able to know the will of Yahuwah. And another thing is alignment of your will. And there you go in that same verse. It says, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of our Lord. That is the verse. Revelation 12:2. That's it. Let me get this thing straightened. And then the emotions. So the emotions, I think verse 3 might have to deal with the emotions as well. For I say through the favor given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly. If you think soberly, let me get that soberly there. If you think soberly, that means to be of sound mind, that is saying moderate. Be in right mind, be sober-minded. If you are moderate in all things, your emotions will not get you. If you are thinking moderately in humility, no emotion will get you. So, according as Allah hath dealt to every man the measure of emunah. And emunah is what overcomes in the emotion. Because you're so strengthened believing in the Most High, believing on Him for everything, there's nothing inside of you that's going to respond emotionally to the way of the Most High. You are going to be renewed, and you are going to think soberly, moderately, humbly. All right? So, after speaking to your father, a man came through and said, do not soil your garment. Those garments are few. Man, oh man. Where do you get these dreams from? These dreams are coming straight from the Most High, from the Messiah, Yahusha Ha'Masiach. Let's go back to Sardis. Those dreams are what? How many men in Sardis? Revelation 3 verse 4. What does it say? Thou hast a few names even in Sardis. You see? Which have not defiled their garments. These garments are few, do not defile them. Only a few people will have their garments white and spotless. And they shall walk with me, Hamashiach, in white. Can you imagine? The greatest man that ever lived. And dirty, dirty me has a chance to walk with him. The man who everybody talks about in this world. And dirty, dirty me has a chance to walk with him. If I make sure that my garment is white and stays white. If I make sure that I am perfect. Because it goes on to say here, she didn't even care about the garments. She was thinking about the problems. Then I complained to him about, come here. Then I complained to him about she's not happy. I lost my first child. I got divorced. These are what? Things of the past. Philippians chapter 3, verse... Man, this is such a beautiful dream. A scripture-filled dream. Philippians 3, verse 13. Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, forgetting about losing my child, forgetting about divorce, and reaching forth unto those things which are before, which is what? Keeping the garment spotless. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of Allah in Hamashiach Yahusha, which tells us in Sardis, those who preserve their garments and make them spotless are going to walk with Hamashiach. This is the prize. Then 15 says, let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded. Let us all of us here, all who are watching, forget the things that are behind and press toward the mark of the high calling. Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded. And if in anything ye be otherwise minded, Allah shall reveal even this unto you. Nevertheless, whereto we have already attained, let us walk by the same rule, let us mind the same thing, so wherever we reach, we now have to walk by the same rule, forgetting everything behind. And all of us, if all of us are doing that together, all of us will attain unto perfection. We will keep our garments spotless. Wow. So she started speaking about the problems in the factory. Then Yahusha said, it happened to me. You know, we as believers, we only focus on what is happening to us now. We have a thing built in us in the human beings that we cannot take problems. You know, man can't take problems. You will get out of a problem now. And then the next problem come, you forget about the time when you came out of the problem. Ha'Masiach said it happened to me. That's why I tell people, when people hate me, I don't care, because Ha'Masiach told me plainly, don't worry, it happened to me. They hated me first. So we are always, in our walk, have to look to Ha'Masiach. That's why Shaul says, looking to Yahusha, the author and finisher of our emunah. The author there means the causer and the finisher of our emunah. Looking to him. So whereunto he walked, likewise we also have to walk. Whatever he went through, we have to accept among ourselves that we are also going to go through that. All right? And he was not worried about the problems, only the garments. So she was encouraged to carry on. But the most important thing, make sure those garments are spotless. And that's it for us people. This is a beautiful, beautiful revelation. That is it for us. Don't concentrate on the problems that you're going through, on the trials, on the tests, on the tribulations that we go through. No. Concentrate on what? The garments. Am I perfect? Am I without spot and blameless? Because Numbers 19:2, this is the ordinance of the law which Yahuwah hath commanded, saying, speak unto the children of Yashrael that they bring a red heifer without spot, wherein is no blemish, and upon which never came yoke. Every sacrifice unto Yahuwah has to be without spot and blameless. So when we come to him in the end time, in Yahusha, we also have to be like the spotless heifer. Yeah? In 1 Peter 1, verse 18, for as much as ye know that ye were not redeemed with corruptible things, as silver and gold, from your vain conversation received by tradition from your fathers, but with the precious blood of Ha'Masiach, as of a lamb without blemish and without spot. So a lamb without blemish and spot atoned for our sins in the person of Yahusha Ha'Masiach. We also now have to be found blameless, because that blood is to wash away our sins and also our tendency to sin. 2 Peter 3, verse 14. Wherefore, beloved, why am I not putting on the Bible? Sorry about that, my people. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless. Blameless. And verse 13 says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. So because we're looking for a new heavens and new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness, we have to make sure we are spotless, just like Ha'Masiach. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent, that ye may be found of him in shalom, without spot and blameless. My people, keep your garments white and spotless. Be blameless. Look for Ha'Masiach and look for the prize of the high calling that is in Ha'Masiach, Yahusha. All right? So that is what I get from this one. It's very powerful Very, very sweet and reassuring for those of us who are pressing on to perfection. All right. Thank you for watching. Please share this with someone and please do subscribe if you have not. And until next time, shalom.
Shalom.